Former Congressman J.D. Hayworth, welcome so much, and thank you for gracing the Valder Beebe Show today. How are you?
I'm doing fine, and thanks for the invitation. Please call me J.D., Valder.
Oh, I'm feeling so much better already. You're the former U.S. sixth-term congressman from Arizona, but you're going to help us with knowing more about rising prescription drug costs for our families. And you've got the right audience at the right time. My audience is made of people born between 1946 and 1964, Congressman, and they're known as baby boomers, and they're heavy into that topic. So let's talk about the rising cost of prescriptions. What's the deal on that?
Well, Valder, first of all, I'm glad to be part of that boomer generation, too. So we're all speaking the same language here. Not to try and be cheeky about this, but Big Pharma has raised prices because they could. The fact is, they're basically arbitrarily setting these prices. For example, an EpiPen that a year ago cost $100, this year the price has gone up to $650. And the inhalers that so many people need, we're paying 9 times what our European counterparts are paying. Valder, all told, on average, Americans are paying 3 times more than other prescription drug customers in the developed world. That's why we need to see a change to bring prices down. The good news is the administration and many on Capitol Hill, in a nonpartisan way, are working to get that done, because this isn't a Republican or Democrat problem, Valder. It's an American problem.
So tell me, if Congress and the House of Representatives, Congress itself, are they not impacted by everyday things like going to the grocery or getting drugs filled? Because it acts like they're on a different planet.
No, what happens is people get there, and the watchword from both parties is keep your powder dry, study the issue. Okay, we're going to help them study the issue, as President Reagan used to say, and as I experienced personally, when they feel the heat, they see the light. And really, it's important. Members of Congress want to hear from their constituents, and when you let them know your concerns, they will act upon them, especially when they realize, with an election coming up, that same survey indicates that fully 86% of American voters say they will support either a candidate for the House or the Senate who they perceive as standing up to Big Pharma. So the folks serving and the folks who want to serve, the message is pretty clear. It's time to join with the administration to lower prices and put Americans first, rather than costing Americans more, on average 3 times more than the rest of the developed world pays for prescription drugs.
Okay. What steps do we need to take? Complaining does not change anything. So what steps do we need to take?
Well, you can go to the website pharmareformalliance.com to find out more. But very quickly, there are 3 things we need to see done. Number one, those prices need to come down. And no, it's not the heavy hand of government, but it is hard-nosed negotiations, part and parcel of that new way of looking at most favored nation status that puts America first and Americans first. Number 2, we need to see an end to some of the delaying tactics. Some people listening to our conversation may say, wait a minute, there are generic prices. They're lower, right? Yeah, but here's the problem. Big Pharma delays the ability of those generics to come to market for a cheaper price. And number 3, we need transparency. For example, when Americans realize that Big Pharma is paying billions for direct-to-consumer advertising, largely on television, but really less than half that amount annually on research and development, and waiting for taxpayers to pick up the tab through public health in government spending. The people get the message, ergo members of Congress get the message. The good news is the administration is heard loudly and clearly, and I believe that can make a difference. I believe it will make a difference.
You said so much in such a short and brief time. When you were a lawmaker, Were you impacted when these kinds of issues came before you? Because it doesn't seem like they're impacted, Congressman.
Oh, believe me, they are. I mean, the popular perception. I can only speak for myself, and a disclaimer: everybody wants to be the star of their own show, but honestly and sincerely, I think all 435 members of Congress take their responsibilities seriously. And I guess it was Disraeli, the British Prime Minister, who said, I must follow the people. After all, am I not their leader? And representative government means being representative of your constituency. So I believe that people, whether in the Metroplex or in Maine or Montana, whether in Arizona, Alaska, or Alabama, members of Congress get this because the American people overall get this. And if they ignore it, they will do so at their own political peril. But right now, the American people are literally paying a price when you have some people saying, gee, I don't know if I can afford rent. I don't know if I can afford groceries because of the price of prescription drugs. That has to come down. The call is going out clearly from the American people. And again, your listeners can find out more at pharmareformalliance.com.
Former Congressman J.D. Hayward, you are just as fiery as they told me you would be. I thank you for loving America, for the service you provided to America, and for helping us to be better Americans. We have to help ourselves, and we need leaders like you. Thank you so very much for stopping by the Valder Beebe Show. It's been my honor.
Valder, it's been my honor. I look forward to our next visit.
Please come back anytime, and I love to talk about those pharmacy prices.
Yes, ma'am. Let's get them down.
Thank you. I'm going to take action.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Valder Beebe, host of The Valder Beebe Show. We have over 1,000 videos on ValderBeebeShow.com and YouTube.com/Valder Beebe Show. We upload new videos daily. Our site is a modern baby boomer platform with news and information important to boomers. Subscribe to YouTube.com/Valder Beebe Show and stay connected as I interview the world's most fascinating people.